Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft View. I was going to do the lords and ladies thing again, but because have someone to tell me if my reverb is still on because of the setting on that thing, I decided to forego that. Despite the fact that, for the second time in about, 6 years, it would have been fitting to start a video like that, and I did it with the last one. The last MyStreet After Dark, which was quite some time ago. Surprisingly so, I mean, not like I'm exactly a stranger to starting a series and having one episode and then not following through with others that come after it. That's I've definitely done that many, many times. Or at least, given like a substantial gap between releases. So I get that. And of course, I'm not in any position anyway to talk about waiting periods anyway, because I deliberately extended mine, despite the fact that we had I forgot that daylight savings were a thing before saying the time for this stream. So also most of the American audience that I have is waiting for an extra hour regarding this, as has Aiden, who is not here right now. Aside from that, I also extended this by 8 days because this came out during the time, I think, like, just before I stopped doing, like, other streams and focused exclusively on the Mute and Go remake that just came out. I had to restart my PC, fair enough. Give me a minute. That's fine. I mean, I'm still on the intro, so that's fine. Yeah, but, because of that, I started that, and then, of course, afterwards, I was just not in any physical headspace. We could have done this 2 to go, but I was just so drained that I could not bear with it, and that's when my throat stuff started happening. Speaking of which, I have selected grapes for today's Aphmau snack in question, so that at least I have a fighting chance. Although I say that, it actually, since I announced that a couple of days ago, I've only had like minor issues here or there. And the fact that if I angle myself in this particular way, I'm able to swallow just fine. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it will clear up the Levi drink of milk, which it always is probably not going to help on account of dairy being what it is. But we'll see. We'll see from there. So, with that in mind, we go to at least the intro page here for Gift, MyStreet After Dark, Episode 2. I haven't read the description of this. I kind of forgot to do that. But this one probably is going to feel like the is the closest chance to potentially feeling like like a random episodic of MyStreet that we've had in quite some time. I say that because the D&D one was obviously a continuation of a recurring theme from MyStreet beforehand, which it used to be called before MyStreet After Dark took on the name that it has right now. So yeah, I've been I've definitely been eager to get to this one, just making sure that I was in a physical space in which to do that beforehand. I don't think I have deliberately waited for an Aphmau video as much as I have in this case. And I know someone who absolutely has not done that. Isn't that right, Aiden?
Hello, yes. Which, by the way, side note about the upload time of this video, I'm so surprised that Aphmau renamed what like MyStreet Side Stories, which was the original D&D part 4 that came out months ago. Like it was like 8 months ago, and renamed
I
it
think
like
it's
8
9
months
months now.
ago. It came out like eight to 9 months ago, and then she renamed it 8 to 9 months ago. But then just waited this long before touching this show again, because like you think it would be like at any point in between, but no, it's like been several months before we touched.
I was just
Afterguard.
covering that idea, to which I say, well, I mean, for she has been doing stuff in between anyway.
Well,
I didn't say
yeah,
that.
but
What I did say was, I'm not exactly any person to judge someone releasing one episode of something and waiting an excessively long time before a second release is even considered. So, not like I can judge that necessarily, but it is worth pointing out that there has been stuff in between. So it's not like there's been a gap of just nothing.
Yeah, I just find it weird though from labeling it as a series to waiting this long before following that up.
You mean like rebranding it so that it's a new thing and then not giving
Instead of
us a new.
just a
Okay, fine.
random video that comes out for funsies, I assume. I assume Aphmau did it just for the funsies and to get into roleplay swing.
Which, yeah, quite frankly, is fair enough because I think that was like just before Mermaid Tales started to.
That was a few months. That was like 2 months before Mermaid Tales. I think. Mermaid
There you
Tales
go.
took like a month or so to actually.
There
come
you go.
out.
Ironically, testing the waters before the series involving the sea.
Yeah.
But hey, we're back now. That's the important thing.
Yeah, MyStreet's back. Kind of, not really, because this isn't actually canon to MyStreet, but close enough.
MyStreet's back. All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Parody coming soon.
you know something? It's just I think being an Aphmau roleplay fan has gone from them like 5 whole years of like generate something because in the absence of things to just when I think I've got like a time before going back into like this, they pull me back in. It's like, okay, of course, the last Aphmau parody that I do, yeah, okay, right before Mermaid Tales returns, before like MyStreet After Dark now, obviously, and also ended up becoming at the moment my 3rd most popular video on the entire.
Yay!
It's time I decide to stop making them.
Well, I mean, we can make one this month. I don't know if you actually have a plan for this music video this month.
I do have a plan for this month. Well, at least I have like a suggestion of an idea.
Are you gonna do the one I suggested?
Not necessarily because you suggested an Aphmau one. I'm still going by like other stuff because I did last month. This time.
Oh no, I was talking about the Kolyoko
In
one
fact,
I suggested.
no, because we talked about that. I said that I had like an idea for an idea for
and then you suggested it for another character in the.
No, I suggested yours, the one that you pitched to me for a character.
Yeah.
Although I imagine that you're doing like the main 5 first would make the most sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, who knows? Because I mean, the Aphmau party started with Travis, so I mean, I guess there's no, what is consistency really?
Yeah, I mean, I will say the one sad part about the Kolyoko parodies is so far they're not doing too good on the channel. I mean,
there is one parody that at the moment, so I'm not going to judge that.
The Ulrich one did doing dang.
I also didn't promote it in the slightest, and it's a complete deviation.
Hopefully they pick up.
Yeah.
Oh, your mic.
All I know for is that because of my whole throat thing, I'm not going to be singing the parody for this month. So,
yeah,
going by the one that you suggested, or anything else, even an Aphmau one, it'll be performed by someone else. That's all I know for right now. I was thinking also doing some Evangelist ones. That's another option of like other pop culture things I wanted to delve into.
I mean, I know some about Evangelist from you guys, but that's more through osmosis instead of actually watching Evangelist. So I know about Bitsy. I know about what's his name, Torbeck. I know about Torbeck
and Chuckles.
I know them. I don't know much about overall Evangelist though.
Those are essentially the big 3 for in the eyes of the fandom. But yeah, honestly, the one that I would start off with is Morning Frost. They say he's their least favorite character, but he's my best lad.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are all options, but yeah, sorry.
Before we get into the review, I just want to say one thing that I ordered to the stream that should be coming in, well, apparently shipping out in like April. So
why would they be interested in that?
Because it's related to Aphmau.
Okay, because I know what you're talking about, but like, okay.
I got Zane Crab plush. I'll show him off on stream when I get him. Probably some next month.
Okay, I would have. I would have suggested, withholding that and then surprising people with seeing it there, because having the physical prop is definitely much more enticing. But fair enough.
I mean, yeah. So, I also want to market the fact that they have Mermaid Tales merch. I don't know if anyone here buys Aphmau merch, but Guys, financially support
I don't think so. That's
Mermaid
why I
Tale.
was questioning if they'd be interested in it. No one aside from us
Guys,
has talked about it.
Guys, support Mermaid Tales financially. I need to encourage Aphmau to make more of these role plays. I'm scared that she's gonna see them as a financial burden and not want to make them after a certain point.
You were concerned that Mermaid Tales was going to end prematurely, and then, well, not prematurely, but it was going to end after 10 episodes arbitrarily, and here we are now. I mean, there's definitely a sense that things are escalating right now. It feels more like a second act of a longer season of Aphmau content when you think about like how it was done in the past compared to the other ones that are not as long in general.
My theory for Mermaid, my personal theory for Mermaid Tales at this point is Aphmau just got really into One Piece sometime between 2020 and 2020
and this during the actual Mermaid Tales reviews.
And she's like, wow, One Piece is really cool. What if I transform my mermaid show into One Piece? And now we have Mermaid Tales.
I think there were a couple of One Piece posters around in MyStreet, although Aphmau has admitted that was partly done to entice the audience into like the popular anime of the time. Which is also where she said that My Hero Academia was mentioned, but then she also was a huge Bakugo fan, so we know that she watched that series. But I don't know. It depends. I guess it was probably a bit of both. A little bit of both, I imagine. Oh well. One final thing before we start, because I want to mention about Aphmau Parodies. I will say, if I do decide to do one this month, maybe, who knows, if there's anything in this video particularly that inspires, such a return, consider it. I might consider it.
I mean, After Dark has some pretty funny premises. Side Stories has pretty funny premises. So I think you get a pretty funny song out of this based on its premise.
Yeah,
which I'm surprised. Which I'm surprised what's referenced a lot in the video isn't actually in the title at all. Because or in the thumbnail for marketing reasons, because Aphmau, she likes relevance, kind of.
Say that Phoenix Drop High Season 2 had a bunch of titles of one singular scene that didn't feature like most of what happens in the episode, so I don't trust that really. But let's see.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and check this out. Without further ado, on with the review.
Holmes.
That looks like Esmeralda Mayweather, to be wrong.
I don't think it is. Aaron cutting wood. Obviously, the wood model didn't change. The block of wood did not change.
Yeah, I would say that it probably also would not be like that fast cutting anyway, but yeah.
It's like you have a spark that leaves me burning.
I love this song.
You just have your ways to get me
high.
All right. Sorry about that, man. It took a lot longer than I thought.
Wait, wasn't this the... I was going to call it Running With You. Wasn't this the theme song for Phoenix Drop Days?
The Phoenix Drop Days?
My dreams come true, because you're the one... No, maybe not.
No.
Go. That should be everything.
Oh, are you sure? What about my gun?
We sell wood here, ma'am.
Really? I see two perfectly good ones on you.
Okay. All right.
Granny, you know what?
That confirms it. That confirms it. MyStreet is definitely back.
Granny wants some action over here, apparently.
hey, look, between her and Mrs. Oates, there's definitely an archetype.
We love crazy old women. I voiced a few in a call.
Crazy old women, yeah. Her, Mrs. Oates, and Erla, I guess, the aka Crazy Cat Lady.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Crazy Cat Lady actually had a name. I forgot she canonically had a name. I just thought she was just called Crazy Cat Lady.
I think she's only ever named in diaries. That's why, because they always call her the Crazy Cat Lady. I guess none of them would have known her name. Maybe Kawaii-chan might have.
Kawaii-chan was cat sitting, so I assume she would know if she's being paid with checks at least. Depends. I don't know if she's paying her. Love you. Because you're the one.
Okay, yeah, you are right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the one. Oh.
I was gonna ask if he was just helping out, or if he actually worked there, because we've never seen this this workplace for Aaron specific. I don't think.
I think he works
As well as
here.
like the myriad of places he worked in season 3.5. I don't think it was though.
I think he works here.
Your girlfriend must be as sweet as you.
She is. She's the best thing in the world. I would do
Oh, and there she is in the background, I think.
anything for her.
That's so kind to hear. I can tell you truly love her.
This feels like foreshadowing for something. Oh wait, Aaron's gift, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, my manners. Here's a tip for the lumber.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Did you not notice what it was before you took it? It was very obvious in her hand, Aaron.
it.
If you and your girlfriend ever break up, I got a granddaughter who would eat you up. Bye.
Interesting. That could be foreshadowing.
Whoa!
Oh, jeez.
No!
What a strange lady. Still though.
Oh, and there goes the extra. Okay, I thought it was meant to be like Aphmau. veering
Aphmau
up to
stalking
appear
him?
behind or something. Nobody's stalking. She knows where he is anyway.
I would do anything for her.
Okay, pause here. This is an important thing. As someone who works
He leaves
in
the cart
retail, as someone
the
here who
cart
works in
randomly.
retail, do not leave your cart in the middle of the street in a parking lot. That's going to roll, hit someone's car, and do some damage, or at the very least, roll far away. Do not
Either that or someone,
leave your
either that or
carts
someone is
there.
going to hit it with their car, or it's going to obstruct the parking spaces it's positioned in right now.
As someone who
All
works
around
in
a terrible
retail,
idea.
this is so annoying. Put away a cart, please.
As someone who was parked in a retail establishment, I definitely would not want to be in this scenario either.
That cart is dangerous. Also, it's weirdly stationary. The moment a gust of wind hits, it's gonna move.
Maybe it's a very flat surface. I mean, obviously in game it's Minecraft, but like in universe, maybe it's a very flat surface.
Aaron didn't look both ways.
Yeah. Oh, and he's also walking extremely slowly when a car's right there.
Aaron's driving his
interesting.
faster car.
I mean, is he? It's going very right now. I don't know how there are no other cars on the road. The cinematography of this is fantastic, by the way, of like how they were driving here compared to beforehand, where it's always been at a wide shot beforehand, so we didn't have to see what was going on because of like the physics of this. But they've really worked it out now, sure. Just I also thought the fact there's no other cars to interrupt him at this point.
Oh no, they got attacked by the carts when they did the cart uprising.
A door open.
What is wrong with your internet today? You're like
Oh,
lagging.
okay.
the
So
video.
at least that's reassuring, because you know. Yeah, I think it just recalibrates for me. I don't know what's happening here. I'll close down Discord. No any images in the chat. Help it load a bit faster. Never mind, I pressed play and do that.
Oh my god!
Why is he sneaking into his own house? So, who's the one doing the stalking now?
I'd die for it! I'd kill for it!
Never in my life did I think I'd hear Kawaii-chan say that.
Yay!
Who cares? I don't think I'd hear this character say that.
Oh, Casey.
Maybe in the alternates, but even then.
Right, sorry, no.
Yeah,
No murder.
no murder in this household. It's a house rule, obviously.
Oh, App would also kill for it.
See, they're talking about this thing like describing as adorable. Like I would imagine if this was just like the early MyStreet, it would be to talk about Neko Atsume right now, but they'd have their phones out for that. So I'm wondering now, like that, or like in that one episode where Aphmau was cheating on Aaron, and she was talking about Jumin
Oh,
Han
yeah,
from Mystic Messenger. So, but either situation, there was something like to visualize there, but they just like told each other, say like something is so cute.
What are they talking about?
Oh, here! It's gonna be released here!
Yeah, see, there we go. Okay, fair enough. Now this makes sense. Actually, fun fact, I actually, yeah, a couple of weeks ago, as well, I saw a Lafufu for the first time in real life. It wasn't, which is one of my students who's happened to have one, and was working on making it look more like a Labubu compared to because those ones have the tails, I think, because those spend during the Spanish class talking about performing, let's say.
Okay, so one thing about this episode that the video's reloading. Now I see a black screen. Did Jacob crash?
I paused it. Don't worry. Keep talking.
So Kawaii-chan's outfit. I like that they're incorporating the pink shirt with the skull that Zane gave Kawaii-chan at the end of the last episode. I like how they're doing that. That being said, that the shade of pink that her shirt is clashes with the skirt she has. Like, because the pink of her shirt is like more of like a light, brighter pink, and then you have more of like a reddish kind of pink for the skirt dress. It's more of a dress technically. No, it's
at least so it wouldn't be too much of the same type of pink.
It's just like they're very different shades of pink, and I think they kind of clash. It kind of goes with me with like accent colors, where like having other colors to throw off one color, or having like whites or blacks or insert other complementary colors makes the outfit look a lot better. Now just having two different shades of pink on top of each other with like her wearing sandals, which are very like thin shoes that aren't very noticeable, just looks kind of jarring from a design standpoint, not to mention her hair is pink. I don't know. It ultimately comes together to be a very too pink. Like, if you go back to her original design, or like the one without the t-shirt, she had like this white and gray striped shirt with this pearl necklace on the pink skirt with her pink hair. And that looked a lot better as a color wise, because it wasn't just all pink. Like, you had like the white and gray in the middle to break up the pink essentially, but now you essentially lost that. So yeah,
then I think a lot of people in universe describe her as too pink, but out of universe now she's officially become that also. There you go.
Too pink.
That's one of those ugly.
It's so cute. I want the Labubi.
Okay, actually, I will say this: Labubi would have been like a good like off-brand name for them to use in this case, considering what they like to do versus like actually promote like real life things, like Mystic Messenger, which Aphmau later went on to regret not getting a sponsorship for when it was a sudden big matter of the episode.
Yeah.
So okay.
By the way, this pause frame here it shows kind of my issue. Look at the shade of pink of her shirt. Look at her design.
No, I believed you before.
Yeah, and also it doesn't help that the skull outlines are also in like a magenta-y pink color. So even the skull's quote unquote like even the skull being white doesn't help as much because its outlines are pink, which gives it a more pink aesthetic, which ultimately adds more pink to design. Versus just having the skull be have solid black outlines, essentially.
It's Labubu. What a very
Okay, should have been Labubu was the difference, the differentiation there, because she said the la part correctly. It's like the whole like Leviosa thing, like specifically specifically in the movies, that is the fact that like Hermione Ron and says that, you know, it was Draco who said Leviosa, so she got that wrong in that situation as well. It was like a whole thing. Like, how do you how did that like escape in this case?
Got one for your anniversary! Oh my gosh, that would be amazing!
You know something? I was actually about to say, why would Kawaii-chan get Aphmau anniversary gift, but then I remembered the ship. Of course, she would do that.
Could you imagine? That would be the perfect.
She's talking about her and Aaron's anniversary.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I meant. The ship.
Oh yeah.
I need to do better.
Aw, Zane would never get the doll without me telling him.
I like the earrings there, but you know what sucks about the earrings? Aphmau's
The fact
character
that
is that
Aphmau doesn't have visible ears.
Yeah, Aphmau doesn't have ears visibly, at least.
Hey, look, they can round that. They managed to wedge a ring into the Minecraft.
Oh yeah, for her no matter wings.
They can get creative. It's like how Sylvana verbally confirmed she had her good earrings on multiple times, but we never see her actual ears. I think they need to stop making jewelry a plot point.
And be like, oh, this doll is stupid and ugly.
I mean, it is kind of ugly.
Considering what Zane said last episode in terms of like him overthinking or like Kawaii-chan's different gifts or something, and you're like, oh yes, you know, if I give her a hair bow, she'll shave all of her hair off. So more of what it would be versus but they're like, okay, it's not good enough for her, rather than, you know, this thing is terrible in the first place. It's like this version of Zane.
Stupid and ugly. Yeah! Wait a minute, I like him! Anyway, when's the literary edition going to be released? Oh, tomorrow at 9 a.m., but we'll both be at work. We're gonna miss it!
They canonically have jobs. The unseen jobs that we don't know what they have. They just have jobs.
Well, I mean, we know what job they both started together. That would mean they would both have the same schedule.
Well, if this takes place, like based off like last episode with the whole hitting of the D&D stuff, they don't work at the nightclub. Gene owns it, so.
When was that talked about in the D&D one?
No, I wasn't talking about D&D. It was talked about in one of the sequel episodes to the D&D episode of the side stories.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Remember
right, yeah.
where Uwu was introduced? Where everyone was trying to help Gene with his spider problem at the nightclub?
Yeah, that wasn't one of the D&D episode, but it was a side story, yes.
Yeah, it was in one of the sequeling side stories to that.
You know, but it'd be funny if it turns out that Gene gave them a job after they came back.
What the heck are you doing?
Oh, that wouldn't actually, no, they wouldn't be working at 9 a.m. if that were the case. Nightclub, yeah, no, forget that idea.
Why are you sneaking into your own house?
That's what I was asking before. Now it makes sense, but before it didn't. I love the idea of covering up Zane's mouth. He has a mouth covering constantly.
Just shut up! Yeah.
I feel like he probably has all the information he needs right now. He knows where they're going to be on sale, what they actually both want. What more do you need to listen to in this situation?
Singing germs.
Well, you know, you don't want them finding out you're eavesdropping.
also, Zane germs. He was wearing a mask. The whole. Oh, okay.
Zane was like slobbering a lot when he was pushing it into his mouth or something.
Oh, hi, Ghosty. Ghosty wants to be let in.
Hello. Hola.
All right, I do have to open up Discord, but I closed everything else, so you know, shouldn't be.
I can invite her. I got this.
I already clicked the icon, so it's gonna load up him anyway. But all right. Maybe yours will load first. Yours will load first.
I got this. I did it.
All right.
I did it. Yeah. Guamasinos. I did it. I don't know. Am I saying that right? Did I not learn?
No.
I learned. I didn't watch much Dora growing up, sir. It's not my fault.
That is fair. I've looked before, but actually Dora was the first time I realized that Spanish was a language that existed. You know, 2 years before I moved to Spain.
Oh.
It's the first time I,
It's like, wow, other language existing. Wow.
but yeah, other languages or just this, but also the existence of Spanish specifically. But yes, other languages in general. Yeah.
Also, it was
Better
implied
than
that
most
Zane
Americans.
licked Aaron's hand
Through the mask, yes.
through the mask.
Still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look, I know that Kawaii-chan somehow kissed him last episode without moving it, but
Well, okay, so remember Straight in all gay school or whatever, and how they kissed there? It's
I didn't want to remember that. That is a more revolting image than Zane drooling through his mask and getting Aaron's hat.
No, his
That's
lips,
worse.
his lips like kind of like go out, then go up, and then go over the mask, and then kiss Kawaii-chan's like that.
please,
Yeah,
can
just-
we not? Aiden, could
Yeah,
you please?
it's just a Looney Tunes slide whistle. Yeah, no, okay. All right,
Also,
moving on.
Aiden, can you kindly withdraw that statement? Can you put it back into your face?
I don't have that ability, unfortunately. It's already out in the universe.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the universe hates it, and so do I. You will be stricken with lightning in the next 3 days.
Yay!
All right. Okay.
You're gonna hate it, you're gonna understand it, and the doll is so darn ugly. But that doesn't matter. We have to do it. Oh no.
I mean, it's just basically they tickle me Elmo. They would remember that.
No. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, see, like, I mean, obviously, again, you're familiar with the trend because like everyone is at this point.
Yeah. Although, the unfortunate part about this video is Labubus have kind of died down in popularity. So,
I imagine this was in production for some time.
Okay, I've done some
Yeah.
research on these lababas.
Labubu.
Okay, now I see why they're not doing like an off-brand name because they're gonna have everyone mispronounce them in different ways. Also, how did he manage to get like search results for that if he just spelled the name wrong? In the okay,
Same ugly thing.
well, you know when you're like typing something and then you spell it wrong and then it comes out with a suggestion that's accurate enough? It's like that.
I guess so. If that's the case, Lafufu must have a terrible branding
Now
themselves.
they're a massive craze. Everyone wants one, so we're going to the source.
Can't we just order it online and
Okay.
pick it up?
Silly Aaron. We'll be waiting to get it until we're 50 then.
Amazon?
70! The only way is to wait in line and take turns keeping watch.
You two
Ah,
are
yes, the only-
morons.
The only way to the place that they've already stated is where they're going to be. Great plan, Zane. Truly necessary dialogue.
To get one today. Wait, keeping watch from what?
Line cutters.
Line cutter, really?
Yeah, beware Linda Monroe. You don't want to, you don't want to have
Oh, yeah.
bribe someone. That's what I mean.
Oh my-
The Tickle Me Wigglies were like a Tickle Me Elmo reference, obviously, but they work for Labubus now as well. Or well, did when
Yeah.
the trend was a thing.
How desperate
Retroactively.
would
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be something. Basically, the whole commentary in Black
Wait,
Friday
wait.
was the fact that there's always going to be something that people are going to be crazing over that capitalism is going to draw them in for.
people get for a... Oh my god.
Which actually, you know what? If we do a parody based on this one, probably something from Black Friday.
Oh my god, yes, that'd be perfect.
Hey, wouldn't be the first arcade parody for Aphmau.
God, are you kidding me?
Aaron! We need to get in line now!
That's actually not that bad a line, all things considered.
All right.
Yeah,
let me
I've
just find a
seen
place to
bigger lines. Like when the Wii dropped, the line outside to get the pre-order Wii from Best Buy was longer than that.
Dang.
That is an insane callback face.
No time! There's some snotty kids trying to get in line! For it!
Dude, I don't
Listen,
think...
if
For it!
Listen, if Aphmau is going to reference a low-stakes gambling toy, I'm going to reference the Wii.
I mean,
Fair
sure,
enough.
fair enough. By the way, this image here conveys there thing wrong with this idea. Zayd is telling Aaron to floor it, presumably so he can get in line properly, but there is a parking space right there in the frame. Also, I
Yeah.
guess this is where they put the cars for the scene because the shot before was empty.
I love the shot here.
Right. I'm
Hey,
pretty
look at-
sure from that angle Zane would have hit that post, but okay.
Yamcha death pose.
Oh,
Yes.
also true. Laterally inverted, but also very true.
Take that, kids! This is my spot.
You alright?
What the?
No, he probably
kid,
has
you're
a concussion.
Yeah, or just is bleeding internally somewhere.
Fast!
I just parked. There was a spot
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. Exactly.
open.
What? Ugh, whatever! You're in line now.
Okay, so how does this work? There's no way they have enough for everyone.
I do like how one of I do like how wait, what's the phrase? The adults, and some of them in line are just the aged up versions of the kids behind them.
Oh, I've thought of a plan.
Yeah.
No one
like-
notices that. No one notices the reused NPCs.
Yeah, look at the the green haired left corner right in front of Aaron, and then also the thing is they sandwich them in between because the guy with the red hair as well. Okay, I do have the baby in the stroller. I think it's the fact that we've seen a stroller in this
Front of the
series.
line arguing with the employee.
Yeah,
Her kid has a tablet. So watch this.
Zane, you're not gonna do anything crazy, are you?
Why do anything crazy when you can get others to do it for you?
Evil Zane's back.
Watch
I do love
this.
Evil Zane. Come here.
Please, wait for my fellow coworker to give you a number.
We have been waiting in line for hours, and you've been saying the same thing!
She even sounds like Linda Monroe. Like she sounds like Linda, doesn't she? Do you think a better one? It's so many words, yes.
That one time when
Yeah,
you're really not trying to be subtle with your reference.
Except for the fact that instead of 4 blonde boys, she has 3 blonde
When are
girls.
you
Close
actually
enough.
going to call a number?
When the store opens, we had to close to restock, and
Do you have the Labubu's or not?
no, there's no need to yell. We indeed do have a restock of Labubu's, and
Very interesting that Aphmau is making this commentary of all people, considering her main channel's target audience.
That's it! We're getting those Labubu's!
Let us in!
What did you do?
I did nothing. Just stirred up some tension.
Oh, I've missed
Yeah, see,
you.
look. Look. There they are. Red hair, green hair. Both of them. Remember the kids from before.
The stampede is happening! Grab any Labubu you can!
The hell am I supposed?
The stampede is not happening because you turned off one child's. What?
to do anything when?
Get inside!
We're in side stories. We're all, oh, well,
Okay. Yep. Levi drink for the Wilhelm scream. I'm calling it early. All right.
Hey, wait, look, this old lady from earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
Grandma
you know,
wants
this-
them Labubu's for her grandchildren.
this would be a really good well, we know that her granddaughter is older, but fair enough. This would be a good chance actually for Aaron to end up fighting with her for like the last Labubu or something, and then when she calls back to the line of he would do anything for his girlfriend, and then she realizes, you know what, you're right, it's yours. Ah yes, jump over the stands and no one actually grabs anything because it's Minecraft.
Whoa! Oh no, she punched someone.
It getting to look a
What
lot
I did?
like Christmas. I don't know if either of you have seen the opening of Krampus, but it's one of my favorite openings of all time.
And this is one of my favorite moments of all time. It reminds me of Black Friday, back when Black Friday used to be good.
Yeah, no, that's well.
Mm.
Don't know if hospital staff would have done that one, but yeah. No, but
Listen, Like, Jacob, you don't understand. I didn't go to Black Friday to shop. I went to Black Friday to watch the fights happen.
Oh, I see. This is before you worked in Reed, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so that explains it then. But yeah, no, the reason I bring up Krampus is because like the opening to that movie is the Black Friday riots basically, but it's completely scored to just to like a legato tone of it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, while everyone is just like, you know, doing Black Friday stuff basically.
While everyone is just losing their gosh darn mind.
Yeah. The best scene in the film, to be honest. Although I'm saying that because obviously I'm not a fan of horror movies in general, but even then I can probably call it the movie.
Just keep running!
Oh yes, keep running, even though the stocks are right there.
Aaron, I'm going in!
This is insane!
There are some on the shelf behind you.
No! It's insane. Yeah!
Boo!
Listen, I saw that one coming from a billion megaparsecs away.
I hope they
Why
wouldn't.
people are this crazy? There's got to be a better way we can.
There's a random child behind who just, you know.
It's mine!
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's mine. It's mine. It's literally mine. It's mine.
Like, there are several. Just get another one.
Ah, my good eye!
Appreciate that.
Oh, I got one!
Don't yell that.
Oh, were you...
Are they not Labubu's behind? Like, there?
I don't think the Chisel and Bits are Labubu's. I think the Chisel and Bit ones specifically are just random dolls because this is like Pop Mart. The
like,
Chisel and Bits one.
No,
The ones
I
in the
mean-
boxes are
I
probably...
mean, like, he's talking about the one on the shelf in the middle of the Chisel and Bit toys.
Honestly, I think that was like the prop team when they were making it. They're like, "Oh, we need to decorate the shelves. Okay, here go Labubu here." And then when they were filming the scene, they forgot to put people over there, so now it's just a random Labubu on the shelf.
Honestly,
I still
why
don't know what the
doesn't
other
anyone
random
grab
child
that
is
one?
doing.
She's yelling at everybody to give her a Labubu.
Either that she's trying to get them to see reason. She's the Cindy Lou Who in this situation. She's trying to get everyone to calm down.
Looking for one too, or...
Yes, I never had one.
Honestly, they're not that great.
I think there is a quote by Brennan Lee Mulligan where, like, he says specifically, if you ever hear the voice of a child in the forest going, "Please, somebody help me," don't help them. And that feels like this kind of delivery.
Don't help a child.
If Brennan watched
Wow.
this, he would definitely be like, "Wait, no, don't do it. You're gonna get kicked in a place you don't want kicked."
It's okay. Here, you can have this one.
Aaron, no!
Gee, thanks, mister.
I do love how Minecraft physics dictate that it must shrink in her hands.
Sucker!
Yep, there we go. Also, oh man, she said sucker. That would have been a great chance to bring back Nekoette. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I forgot. She'd be old at this point. It makes sense. Forget I said that.
Oh, you got it, Lila! Joke's on you, sir. She's got 10 Labubu's!
Not Lila's in Mod Mod World Lila, but you know, fair enough.
I scammed him good, Mom! You did. Let's go!
Teaching a child
I'm
how
glad
to be a
that-
criminal from an early age.
I'm glad that we openly confirmed that.
What happened?
Let's
Just
open her
grab
on the
the
scan
one from the
too.
shelf.
You can't trust them. If you see a child, kick it.
That's what Vin told us to do when the child was crying in Quest the Rising Sun.
So for the people who weren't there during that event, I think this was like our first or second D&D session ever. I think it was the second one ever, the first recorded. What happened was there was a wild magic table that whenever like Mike had to cast a spell, it would activate some sort of wild magic effect, and I would have to roll for it. And one of the options there, this is a table that, by the way, Vin had prepared beforehand for other groups in general. And one such option was that a crying child would appear, and the only way to stop the child from crying would be to kick it. Obviously, that is for it to be a morality test to see if somebody, would be like, okay, would you do that in the situation just to silence that there's this child, otherwise it's to be annoyingly crying at the time? Obviously, in our case, because Vin didn't realize how, roleplay centric we were, none of us would have put together. Why would any of us assume that the only way to silence a crying child would be to kick it? So, of course, the child just lingered there while we, engaged in battle with other stuff, just crying as part of the soundtrack. I was cursed to dance at the same time.
Snap out of it! Look at the damage this stupid Labubu has caused!
Oh, finally the other child got one. She was trying to use a Matilda pause or something.
You're right. What have I done?
I've regressed in my character. All my development from season...
I have fought a baby.
Well, I mean...
We should check around a few more stores and see what they got. Come on.
I'm a monster.
Dude, come on.
No, you're not a monster. You're just Zane.
Coming.
Season 1 Zane. Oh, how I've missed you, my baby boy.
Everyone just fighting in the background.
I guess, again, still not super long of a line, or super occupied by everyone, but yeah. I do like that sign being referenced that, okay, you know what? We know what people are here for. Oh well. I also love the entrance only signs not over the doors.
Also, I like
the Labubu sign was more important, Jacob.
Also, I'd
then
like to
put
point
it in
out...
the center.
I'd also like to point out that there's nobody in the store, not even employees. So...
Even if they weren't sold out, yeah. Maybe this is a thief deterrent. while they're closed. GameStop? They have them at GameStop?
Yeah, they have all kind of collectibles at GameStop, like Funko Pops and stuff. I don't really see Labubus there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they
here's the thing. I never joined this particular trend, but I do know quite a bit about how Labubus was sold domestically. Partially because I was the one frantically doing the research while my friend was just kind of yearning for the Labubu craze.
Of course.
They were never sold at GameStop.
Dang.
They were mostly sold at Pop Mart, the Pop Mart online store, which is probably where they should have gone to get a Labubu, because
they were at Pop Mart. That's what the store. That's what the flyer at KC showed Aphmau was for the sale.
I know, but they shouldn't have went to the Pop Mart location. They should have really bought it off the online store with, some flyers for sales come with an online code.
Zane already said that they'd be waiting until there were 50, implying online stocks would have sold out much more quickly than the physical ones.
Yeah, you do have scalpers online. Not to mention, Aaron wants to get this for his anniversary of Aphmau because he really wants one, and that kind of puts a deadline on it, unfortunately, narratively.
Yeah, but there was also one thing about Labubus is that sometimes they were given as raffle prizes from Pop Mart as a store. Partially because of the popularity of Labubus as a product.
You know something? I just now thought myself, if there was a super long wait for Labubus online, I could just picture somebody, filling in the order, and by the time the Labubu got there, it's oh yeah, I wanted this thing. After the trend had died, it finally delivers.
And you want to know why Labubu became such a big trend as it was?
Because they were so ugly.
Always something.
Cute.
Oh no, it's because Labubus, similar to Beanie Babies back in the day, had a
Sour Patch
second-hand
Kids, Pickle Me Elmos.
a second-hand market. Essentially, certain rare Labubus would go well and sell for really good money on places like eBay. So it wasn't just scalpers, it was just people casually using Labubus as a form of gambling. Not for the product itself, but more for the prestige of having a rare Labubu in your collection.
Is that why they're in boxes so you can't see the one you got inside?
Yes. That's because when you open a box of Labubus,
Oh, that's
there's...
about the dolls from before on display. Like, I thought that was the whole point of, like, that was the entire thing. Okay, now I see.
You see, there's four Labubus of... There's four different Labubus advertised on the box. One rare and one secret rare, which the design is usually hidden because people don't know what it's supposed to look like. It's kind of like Pokemon cards in a way that when you open the Labubu, you don't know which one you're going to get. You could either get one of the four kind of usual ones, but you could get one of the rares or the secret rares, depending on which box you got.
Yeah, I did see like something similar in Spain. Gormiti became a relatively huge thing, not to this degree, and not to the degree of like that much gambling. There were two options with Gormiti. There was the option of every time they released like a new line of them, you could get like there was like the transparent like plastic cases you could see them in, like three in one with like a surprise one or something. Or there were the packets, the sealed ones with a card and one of the actual Gormiti toys themselves. So you could go this slight gambling route as well. However, because we had souls, if one ended up with too many of the same type of Gormiti, one could trade. I can't be making me trade one of my trading cards. It's one of those situations. Like we actually did that. So yeah,
unfortunately,
not the same situation in this case.
Yeah, unfortunately, trading culture among Labubu collectors wasn't as big of a thing. People usually just either sold the duplicates they got instead of, healthily trading them, or, selling them online for top dollar because they were either rare or super rare pulls. There were also those influencers that got really unhealthy about pulling Labubus. And I mean buying whole kind of slats unhealthy.
Like crates.
Was Logan Paul one of them? Because he did with Pokemon cards.
No, Logan Paul wasn't one of them. But Labubu Instagram was a thing.
Laboobstagram.
So many white female influencers.
Fair enough.
I haven't seen this much paste since I was at the Glue convention.
I see.
Did you please don't tell me you huffed any of the air there?
No, of course I wouldn't.
I mean, just to huff air, just like breathing deeply, and that's enough to get... Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, you're at a Glue convention. What do you expect is gonna happen if you huff in too deeply? It's not a good thing for your body.
It's like secondhand smoking. Yeah, fair enough. How the Target logo is still a square in this universe.
This is insanity.
I guess that explains why there are cars there.
Sold out everywhere. I think I might be the one going insane over this. I refuse to lose to a stupid, ugly doll. But I might have to admit defeat.
Honestly,
I need to get this.
The Labubu craze was a little unhealthy. It did border on mass hysteria for a little bit when it was at its peak.
Yeah. See that, like, I know that in a lot of situations, maybe not the Labubu one specifically, but like, again, going back to Tickle Me example, or Sour Patch Kids, like the idea, was that what was that kids would want to own them specifically, and therefore like entice adults, to into the mania to buy them for them specifically. Here's the thing.
It just became adults buying them. It just became adults.
Despite the obvious parallels, Aphmau and KC would definitely appreciate the fact that both of them tried in the first place and went through the effort, rather than thinking to yourself, okay, we didn't get the toy, therefore, it's a worse scenario. Like the fact they went through all this trouble in the first place, is going to prove how much they care. Not to mention, well, Aaron already does have a gift anyway. Oh well.
Doll, no matter what. Aaron, we don't need to today. We couldn't wait another week.
What? No, Zane, I need this doll today. It's half in my...
what's with this truck?
No idea.
Okay, D&T Trading Co. Alright then, time to get these here Labubu's inside. I'm gonna announce that verbally. I'm kidding.
Well, look who it is.
Oh my god, why is his eyes brown?
No. Well, they're more gray than brown. But according to Caitlin in what was it, episode 8, part 1? Travis, why are your eyes white? That's white, guys. His eyes are white, apparently.
Like, obviously, the demon warlock is no longer inside of him, so he can have his normal eye color back.
I don't know why his eye color
which is actually in one of the mini games from that era. They do make an offhand mention to that. Although ironically enough, Pat dyed natural gray in that one versus white, but still, the idea is the same. The idea that Travis never noticed the difference and no one else is pointing it out, including Dante, wasn't there for it.
I did see a post, I think about Instagram, from his voice actor being like, "Ooh, Travis's eyes, what's going on with them?" But they're not really explained, and I don't know if they will be explained because the show is not canon.
I do have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
That his eyes were always white, maybe, or gray.
Well,
I consider them gray, but
don't you know, like his eyes used to be like Forever Potion green, and that was to keep the demon warlock inside of his body. But since the demon warlock is gone, he has no need for the green eyes, so he can return to his normal eye color.
The issue
I thought that was just confirmed in the show because we saw in Emerald Secret didn't have them yet.
Yeah, but the one issue with that theory is after Demon Warlock is slayed in season 6, the following scenes of him being unpossessed are his eyes are still remaining permanently green. So I don't.
I mean, they don't have to wear off. They don't have to wear off, and entirely. They don't have to. But they don't have to wear off immediately. Clearly, they're supposed to at some point, as indicated here.
Like radiation.
Remember,
the green needed to exit his body.
The Emerald Eyes through potions did have a cooldown anyway. In that case, it was before something became permanent.
Yeah,
but there was still a cooldown nonetheless.
Travis, who is it?
It's Aaron and Zane.
Can you not, Dante? You have a clear view of them. What do you? If his eyes are that bad, he shouldn't be driving.
No way!
Wait.
Let me figure out.
Okay, he's acting like they don't see them ever. I am not buying
I'm gonna park
that.
this thing. 1 sec. What are you?
Did you just? Okay, I would not recommend listening that quickly, especially in that size vehicle. But fair enough. You do, Dante.
That's the question I should be asking you.
Listen,
guys.
Dante was always a reckless driver.
Apparently so.
Both look miserable.
Probably gets it from Gene. Wait, that would be really fun if Gene taught him to drive.
It's been a long day.
Oh, so
Zane
many
almost fought a baby.
lampposts.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Pfft, I did.
Did you win?
Yes.
No.
Hey! Did Zane lose a baby fight?
He sure did.
Over what? Boo-boos.
I will say there was a 50-50 chance that Dante and Travis would be all in on Labubus themselves, based on how they've done things in the past, or they would have this reaction. They're either like above the current trend or fully committed to it.
I just love that Dante is here and has a speaking role to begin with. I've missed you, my son.
I mean, hey, it kind of makes sense.
You missed Dante, you
have
missed Evil
Keston.
Zane. Just Keston in general doing his thing, you know? I guess.
It's not funny.
What's next? Eric's gonna show up. You better give me these here, the boo-boos, or you gonna have a bad time, brother. Something like that.
We've been looking all day. We're trying to get it for Af and KC.
Let me guess. One of you caught the shopping madness, eh?
What? No! Shut up!
Yeah, he has.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do the no yes, but do the yes no before. Okay.
He's gone completely nuts.
Figures. That's what this craze does to people. Have you guys noticed that? Companies are making their products cause madness in people.
This is not a noble concept.
What if
like
there
this.
was...
This is not a this is not a new, nor is it unique. This has happened several times.
I do like that Black Friday, the musical, actually does go into like how it has happened and why it continues to happen. Like they go much more into the psychology behind it, just like the case of like, oh yeah, this thing is madness. It's like, yes, we know. What else?
Like, especially if you're selling something based on exclusivity, companies really take advantage of the human instinct to hoard and also FOMO, or the fear of missing out, in order to push the product as much as possible.
Yeah, anyways, back to what Aiden was saying before about the Zane crab. I'm kidding. Before you showed up, Ghosty, Aiden was bragging about the fact that he ordered his Zane. I was just making, you know.
I must support Mermaid Tales, so Aphmau makes more role plays because I need more role plays. They're fun.
See, that's the difference between like the Zane crab and the Meows, in all fairness.
How to get...
Oh yeah, I don't like the Meows. They're so impersonal. They're so impersonal merch. It's like, oh, we have like space themed cats. Oh, we have the same cat design with slightly different print that has a strawberry on its head. Isn't this such cool? Spend your life savings on them. Collect them.
See, at the very least, from what Ghosty described, they haven't done the thing where they've made like exceptionally rare Meows on purpose. That's the difference.
I mean, they have had mystery box Meows that you
Like-
open and they get 1 out of 6.
Like, they have...
Oh,
like,
cool.
Yep,
Wait,
they've also...
that's like Gormiti because they also have the other one on display, I'm pretty sure. Like the actual...
Some of them. That's right, Aphmau is part of the same predatory marketing practices, just not with her roleplay merch. Somehow.
I mean, hey, you know...
Like, this is a really bad time for Aphmau to, like, call out Labubus for doing the same thing that she's doing.
The extra irony would be if there was like a Meow ad in this video, but it wouldn't be. That's for the main channel.
Solve all your problems.
I'm desperate enough to listen.
Wait, what are you getting at?
We have Labubus.
Hot off the press, too. They're right in our van. Wanna see?
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yes!
Oh no. They're using
First of all-
Dante and Travis as stand-ins for scalper culture.
Yes.
That's why they have a trading
Never
co.
say that to anyone else. It sounds like you're trying to lure us into your weird van.
Oh, we aren't trying to lure you into our van. We're trying to lure Boo-Boo you in.
Boo. Never do that
Get
again.
off the stage!
Zane, you don't get to complain. You said it in Zane before.
Oh, but behold!
Yes! 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 Yes!
No way! Where did you get these?
We've gone into the business of reselling.
You know, buying from the rich to sell to the...
Aphmau, I hate you.
Okay,
Like-
irony of the mouth this is coming from aside, it does make sense to have someone in this point. And of course, Dante, like I said before, they fall for trends all the time. They did planking in like 2016. So, you know, the fact is, it makes sense for these two specifically.
Oh, so you guys are scalpers, huh?
There we go.
What's wrong with these Labubu's faces?
The same thing as all the others, I assume. But anyway.
Okay, but these are Lafufus.
Yeah, see, there we go. They would have tails in that case.
Just as cute and dumb looking.
You go.
But they have tails, and that's people know the difference.
My hopes up. There is no way I'm getting half a bootleg Labubu.
We can explain.
Now, Aaron, let's talk. Okay, so we have a bit of a scam going on here, but we got good info.
Oh, they actually verbally confirm it. Okay, very candid of them in that case. All right.
There's a blue restock truck going to the Pop Mart store in 2 hours.
Oh no.
You can manage to talk to the driver, tell him Dante and Travis sent ya. You two should be ashamed of you.
Wait, hold on. So the blue truck is driving to a certain point, and they're gonna say Dante and Travis sent them. We're gonna get a car chase. That'd be amazing, by the way. I'm not. A Minecraft car chase would actually be a great idea with the cinematography they've got right now.
Jeez, the thing those guys would do for love.
Okay, Car is the cowardly dog.
Anyway, pack it up.
Well, actually, pull. Yeah, back up.
That's it.
We're back at Home
I'm
Depot.
done.
Or Homes.
My legs are tired and I can't keep walking anymore. And
They're gonna fall out. What are you doing?
Whoa, what are those?
It's Aphmau's anniversary today. I wanted to surprise her with something really special, but...
You know what? I just realized the kind of jewelry Aaron, one of few Aphmau characters could actually have on them. Nipple piercings.
No.
Aaron could have nipple piercings because he has
what's
no
wrong
shirt
with
on.
you? Shut up.
Okay, you are aware that that would like fly against the idea of Aphmau hating squipples, right?
Why not?
Because of the reason I just suggested.
She said it herself. She's going to be the Tumblr of this. And she's going to abolish squipples. Anyway, let's not talk about this.
One of these days is going to be an Aiden Says of the Year compilation.
Listen, we already have that one time in the Monster Cast where he mentioned drinking Markiplier's teddy milk.
I didn't bring it up this time.
So really, Aiden.
This is coming from someone who didn't know how many animals just produced milk. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize. How am I supposed to know that?
School?
What? We don't talk about farm animals at school.
No, but basic
that is
biology
literally one of the
thing.
first things that people talk about in American school. I would know.
What sort of clown-ass school did you go to?
Apparently a very not good one. Apparently.
Okay.
It's a nice gift. Wait, is that why you've been trying to get the stupid ugly doll?
Yeah. I hate that thing.
Same. But Aaron, she'll love anything you can get her. Believe me, I just learned that myself. She'll be happy.
Call back to last episode.
I know, it's just... I never feel like I'm doing enough.
What?
I love her, Zane. And part of me always worries if there's something that'll take her away from me.
Well, I mean, Forever Approach can do that.
Okay.
Or death.
Okay.
No, there's also death.
The fact that he said he worries that someone will take her away or something, like he worries it will happen as if it hasn't happened already. That does like into this being just alternate timeline entirely, where Ian just never came back.
I don't know why I feel this way. It feels like
because I don't know, multiverse.
Something is about to happen. Maybe I'm just an idiot. but I always want her to know how much I care about her because...
Okay, that's foreshadowing. The something is about to happen. Ooh. If we see a comet in the sky at the end of this episode, that's gonna be it.
I don't know what I would do without her.
Well, there's the truck. You missed it. Okay, too bad.
Wait, is that?
Zane, get on my shoulders.
What?
Gonna make you go slower. Oh wait, no, they're gonna run. Okay.
Getting that damn doll.
Hey, truck!
The fact that like the Minecraft sounds don't even make it seem like he's going that fast.
Stop!
It's not gonna hear you like...
Personally, I would have like recorded the walk and then like made it like increased the speed specifically.
Like this. Toss me! What? Just do it!
Zane, you have one concussion today. You're not thinking straight. Wait, hold on. He tossed him straight ahead. He shouldn't have curved like that. He should have face planted on the pavement.
What the heck?
Yeah, this is one way of getting all of yeah, exactly. Immediately brake and therefore have momentum kick in and send him flying across. And yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, he landed there. He landed. That's what happened. He landed.
I could have died for an ugly doll.
Which, yep, like I said, not thinking straight. You're concussed. Go home, Zane. You wonder how strong he is. Well, we know how strong Aaron is. His head went through a solid tree. Remember, Minecraft blocks are one cubic meter each. So his head went through a cubic meter of wood at one point, and he didn't lose any speed whatsoever. He's not only strong, he's resistant. Yeah.
The stupid doll! Wait, there's only one?
Yeah, apparently that's how they make people go crazy. It was only a reason.
So they only had one in the entire truck?
Stock of one box.
Well, I feel stupid.
But I paid the driver 3 times the amount to get it, so you should take it, Zane.
I don't think this is legal, by the way. I don't think if you're a driver, you're allowed to sell the merchandise to someone who stops your truck.
You're also not legal for people at moving vehicles. But why start now? Why start caring about the law now?
Like, let's sidestep the illegality and let's talk about that at the episode's conclusion. Because, I do have something to say about this.
Yeah, all right then.
Aaron?
What's up with having the truck? I assume it's because they have other products
they have
from
other
there
shipments.
Specifically. Yeah.
Not just the Labubu's.
You've done just as much.
Yeah, like Pop-Mart is known for a lot of different collectibles. It's just Labubu that took off into the mass hysteria-ridden thing that became.
No, you take it.
No, you!
What? You risked your life for it.
I also fought a baby, I think. I've done a lot of stupid things today. The point is, it's your anniversary, and I care about her too. So this one is yours. Next time we go out.
We can't forget that one time you dressed as a dad character and stood at her front door and waited for her to open the door so you could harass Aaron about it.
An event that was so important that it was brought up when Aaron asked for Zane's blessing to date Aphmau specifically. I'm not a dad. You were once. That doesn't count.
It's mine. Deal?
All right.
It does. The found family dynamic is there.
Now I need to faint. Drive me home.
No, Zane, don't sleep. Don't fall asleep. That's worse. No.
No.
Let's go.
Don't take him home. Take him to the hospital.
Yeah. It's cheaper if you drive him. You know ambulances cost in the US.
Oh god, they do cost a lot.
Aaron! No way! The Labubu energy secret? How in the world did you
Energy
get one?
secret.
Well, it's close enough.
I'm scared by that.
We spent the whole day trying to find it. He can get kind of crazy when he's determined.
You guys really went through all that for me?
What? Of course. It's a special day for us, and I wanted to make you feel as special.
It's a special, and therefore I spent most of it away from you. Which is another thing that was commented on in Black Friday the Musical. My favorite line in the entire musical is, "Where's Tim?" Because the moment that Tom realizes he's not doing what he should be doing this entire time, and what Tim actually wanted was, was for him to be back. And then it goes into the song that she starts with, "Wants Tim will get." They didn't get it. There you go.
Wait,
Shows
that's
you always
it?
make me feel.
That's the Labubu Big into Energy secret rare? It's just gray with rainbow teeth.
And
yes.
Great.
Are the rare Labubus that different to normal ones aside from a couple of details, like shiny Pokemon?
But Aaron,
I expected better.
Well, you see, it's not about the actual value of the object. It's about the value that people put on the object. That's the important
I think
part.
that's probably... Yeah. I think that's also the first time, by the way, that Aphmau has casually kissed Aaron. Because usually, beforehand, there was always like a sense of like, oh wow, this is I'm so nervous around you constantly or whatever, make a big deal out of it each time, or Aaron's the one initiating. That is the first time I think that she has done it herself, where it doesn't feel like a huge, big, huge deal for her, basically. Which also is following along with the idea that she did walk in on our last episode, and that was also not a big deal, so she's definitely more confident now in general.
Yeah, we love that. We love character development for her.
This is the same guy that got a snowball sign to think Zane is used to heads as facial injuries.
Well,
he
the
did
snowball had a
hold a
rock
grudge
in
for
it.
that. Well,
The snowball
had a rock in it as well. Yes, that's true.
Oh, I got you something too.
My old name tag. Where?
Yeah, based on the name that I'm ashamed of.
Find this.
Well, it wasn't
I mean,
wait,
what could be custom printed?
easy. First, I had to talk to your dad, and then Casey helped me do some crazy errands, and I had to.
Okay, so
Hold
pause
on.
right there.
So wait a second.
I
So
had to
she
talk to your
talked to.
dad.
She talked to Derek, the CEO of Lycan Corporate, and he didn't have a name tag that had Lycan on it. Okay.
No, it gets explained where it's from, but this is one of the things, like that line, as soon as I heard, I'm like, yeah, no, these are definitely not canon to MyStreet. Because beforehand, it could be like, oh, this could take place after season 7, depending on how that season goes. But after that line, it's like, yeah, no, this can't take place in MyStreet's timeline anymore at all.
Yeah,
Because
not to mention,
Derek died in season 6.
Shouldn't Aaron's actual workplace provide him with a name tag with his probably first name rather than his last name? Thank you for helping me, Lycan.
No, I will say it does get explained. The name
Like
tag.
50 boxes in your
please
parents'
pause this
basement.
video and insert your next floppy disk.
Insane. But for you, I thought this would mean a lot.
This is from my military academy. I thought I lost it forever.
I love the fact that she gave him a thing that he owned already.
Well, she found it after it was gone forever, allegedly.
All right. Also, didn't Aaron hate going to military academy?
But yeah, that's a good question. Why would you give him something?
A place that I didn't like and turned me into a more violent person, even though it was supposed to maybe repress my rage. Yeah, thanks for this.
Like this, Aphmau, this is a terrible gift. Like, no offense, honey, but this is objectively a terrible gift. A horrible idea.
I'm guessing the idea was that she also had a massive quest today, so it's like, give and take to get a good anniversary gift. But the execution... Oh, no!
Like, I would understand if he also wanted, something more special. Instead of the name tag from his military academies, probably, a brownie recipe that she had to get from his mom, but in order to contact his mom, she needed to talk to his dad first, to get her number or something.
The problem,
Well,
the problem is that they trapped before this moment in the episode because, you know, obviously he spied on her, so there was no chance for him to drop a hint at this point.
Ah, yes, Kane.
Yep.
Oh, but what happened to the amethyst earrings you got me?
Wait, what? How did you know?
I may have snooped on accident.
I assume by snooped she means that, you know, she saw like his Amazon order or something. Or
Yeah.
Oh, you!
Oh, here's Casey's gift.
Aphmau, I brought the cake! Come on, let's get started!
I thought they were going to start a faux argument about it, and they were going to walk in and there's like, oh no, the anniversary gift didn't work. No kidding.
Is that a chocolate cake?
It might be. Let's get a better shot of it. But oh wait, no, yeah, it is. It does.
That
look
is
like
very
it,
much
yes.
a chocolate cake, or at least with chocolate icing.
I'll be right back. She made this just for us.
Then Aaron can't have any of it.
Well, Aphmau
Yeah,
can't have
and-
any either if she was.
Yeah,
turned
depending
into
on
this
whether
world.
this is supposed to take place or what things have happened, but you know, she shouldn't either. Because in the last episode, they did actually say, you know, like you're gonna set the wolves on me. Do you remember who I am? Oh, are you from this game? Wait, am I? So clearly, there's a sense of, you know, at least him being a werewolf of some kind, most likely going to the Ultima again. So if that's already happened, who's to say? I don't know.
Hey, Zane.
That was really well timed, the music. I'll give him that.
I owe you one, dude.
Darn right. Just
Pay my medical bills, please. I have several.
don't tell Casey I fought a baby.
I don't know. It was kind of impressive. Maybe I should.
Aaron!
Hey, look, we know from this very tree is where we learned that babies are in fact ninjas. So, you know.
Ever tell anyone!
Got a nice panda sky in the classic style.
And that's the
I like
end of Aaron's gift. I kind of wish this episode
no end
was
screen.
called... Aphmau did that for years. I kind of wish this video had Labubu in the title, but you know.
Like, to be honest, you have a point with Labubu's not being a trend by the time this video came out. So it could have been that Labubu was no longer a popular search term by the time this video released.
That's also true. Even in this case, though, Aaron's gift does, you know, imply that Aaron is going to get Aphmau a gift in the episode, which preps you for going to happen anyway. If Labubu had been in the thumbnail, that would have suggested the gift itself was that the thumbnail would have commented each other. So that's how I would have done it personally. Also, you have to worry about search terms. This reminds me of Gift of the Magi, except the complete opposite situation of when the
Gift of Magi is very different because in the case of that story, the couple were looking for each other's gifts, but to give each other the gifts they wanted, they gave up something they wanted, which kind of rendered
they gave up the thing that, like, you know, like they
mute.
Yeah, perceive like had the most. These two didn't really give up anything apart from, like, you know, the day
Their
together,
time,
I suppose.
Their time.
But
they gave up,
I do see the idea of, like, you know, going to extreme lengths to get a gift for your partner when you didn't technically do it in the first place, but it was the thought that counted in the first place. That I can see as a comparison. But oh my, again, the execution. So on one hand, I was definitely correct in the sense that this is you know, like, this definitely feels like an episodic, you know, like, event of MyStreet to some extent, minus the fact that Aphmau didn't get roped through the specific plotline itself. That's, you know, it was more so Aaron and Zane specifically this time, but, you know, there have been episodes of MyStreet that were like that. Not that many, but there were a few. So it also wasn't a continue of anything specific, apart from, like, harking back to a few other events, like Kawaii-chan wearing the shirt from last time, and Zane referencing the fact that he just learned about, you know, like efforts involved and such. So there were those, and you know, as much as we, like, booed the puns, we know we were the puns are very much, Aphmau's MO. We've obviously known this for ages. The surprise comedic moments are definitely the same as it felt before. This definitely
I do
is
really
the
like
most
this
MyStreet
episode.
feeling episode, even with the irony of the message around it and who is specifically emitting said message.
I do really like the comedy in this, especially because Aphmau, when she actually writes jokes and just doesn't have random plus loud equals funny, which is a lot of her main channel's humor, essentially. When she actually puts the time into writing small little jokes here or there, she actually can be a really funny writer and write some really funny episodes.
Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like this as much as I like this as both an Aaron and a Zane character piece.
True, especially the Zane character, I'm assuming, in your case.
Like,
even in MyStreet, like Adventures of Zane shows, but at least in MyStreet, yeah. When I say like it feels like a MyStreet episode, I meant more so like season 3 to before. But yes, sorry, Ghosty, go on.
Like, but I've done some research, and it turns out that the release of the Memows, as mystery boxes, it doesn't predate it predates Labubu by a month.
So definitely not planned there.
Okay, so they weren't inspired by it, and they also did go into the aspect of the mystery element specifically. I get maybe that's why they avoided it, because they knew that they could make that commentary without calling themselves out for it. Maybe that was part of it.
Yeah, honestly, I would like it. I would have liked it if Aphmau just didn't touch Labubu because of the pot calling the kettle black.
I guess that's why Aaron was able to find the specific rare Labubu in the first place that they wanted. Maybe they meant like when there was like one in the truck, there was like several other ones that weren't the rare ones specifically. Maybe that's what they meant instead of like just one in general. But
I think there's only one in the truck. I think that's what they're going for.
It was strange. It was strangely worded. I can see it interpreted either way. But it does make more sense to like, okay, we're gonna track this one down specifically and not dwell on that aspect. Because Meows, at least I'll say they have generated like hysteria around them, to my knowledge.
I mean, there's like a fan base for Meows, but
I can imagine.
I would describe it's like more of a child fan base. So you're not getting the level of you're not getting the level of hysteria of adult collectors going crazy over a product. If that makes any sense. It's actually developing
and hopefully
a
not being guilted
amongst...
into queuing up and doing all that other stuff. So yeah. I'm guessing if things had devolved that way, like as much as it is still, bordering hypocrisy to deal with this, I will say that and Aphmau and the team have more humanity so they would have acknowledged that, okay, if something had happened to that level, they would have probably pulled the product or like made a statement or something. Something would have happened at that point. So yeah. Just a little bit of a case like, okay, we got to ignore the out of universe aspects of this, and go back into the reality where Aphmau, one who is who is falling for the trend specifically, which is still a slight deviation, because again, like most of like early MyStreet, Aphmau getting roped in by other people and their obsessions rather than her own. Not always. There were still Christmas decorations and stuff like that happened sometimes. Or, super fun friendship bonding time thing or whatever that was called. So there were a couple of situations, but most of the time that was why, like Aphmau was for that point. In side stories in general, even the ones that came out like years ago, they either focused on like some of the others, giving them the spotlight as the protagonist role for the episode, or they made it so that Aphmau Aphmau, was a huge part of the incident. Insert the burgers episode here. Still, I hear that sound. I hear sound all the time. Yeah, definitely. But on the flip side of this, the weakest episode was the commentary for sure. Not just because not the Meow Meow comparison aside, the fact that there was not much like delving into. It felt like it was treated as if it was like a one-time event that has happened, even though it's a repeated pattern across mostly America, but yes, other places as well. It feels like, okay, that aspect's being ignored here, that this is a cyclical thing, rather than like, oh, everyone's crazy, why they're going crazy for the first time. And yet you have your protagonist like self-insert being the one who is also kind of instigating that as well, which is probably why Aphmau was more reactionary at first, because when you do want to like delve into something or like make a response or teach or something, having your reactionary character dispense that is also much easier to do that. So that could be why they changed it for the side stories, to give themselves I'll take a break from that, but they've had a break from MyStreet overall for quite some time, so I don't know if that's if that's going to continue necessarily. But yeah, this episode is the one that finally confirmed that this cannot be a direct continuation of MyStreet, based on Aaron's line about the worry, and I think I mentioned another example beforehand.
The Derek line about Derek and Rachel.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
they still exist apparently. Aaron's not an orphan.
Yeah, I do maintain that Rachel could have survived. I never made that theory, but it's still been plausible. Derek, on the other hand, no ambiguity there.
Derek,
we saw the body, the relic, but close enough.
Close
we saw what was left of him, which is the essential part of that. Yeah. You should have said Melissa, actually. That would have made way more sense.
We have confirmation that he's dead.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's all
in this episode. In this episode, Aphmau should have said Melissa. But actually, one undervalued aspect of this, we did get to see different characters, having these different jobs in the first place, which was always a mystery, as to what that he did. Not necessarily one that needed to be answered as long as they were, as long as we know, in the sense that, things were happening, but except in Aphmau's case, because Aphmau's job was foreshadowed in the first episode and never paid off. That they said they were going to indulge into, and Kenny wanted to investigate it. Aside from that, everyone else having mystery jobs, never too much of a problem for me, to be honest. But we got to see them, I guess, like their new element of some kind. There's it is a great new aspect to see. But a number of possibilities. Sure that D&T Trading Co. is probably going to come back, to make sure they get like at least like a few of that like logo they have and the van. I mean, the sunk cost fallacy alone is going to keep them going. So
Honestly,
but I guess we'll have to see. This is going to continue.
The fallout of the Labubu craze itself was something to behold. It's like watching a small country just disband. It was very interesting.
Is it an alternate world or universe thing? That sounds interesting. I would say alternate universe. Like akin to your upside down stories, but less directly in option.
Less upside down and more right side up.
Maybe this is the universe where Ian never returned, or they never went to the lodge. Because again, Aaron's line about the worry actually suggests that's the difference in this world. You know what? That's a good Aphmau theory right there.
But the one issue with that is Zane and Kwai-chan's closeness partially came out of Zane. Well, it first started because Zane and Kwai-chan had that conversation when Zane was kind of talking about some of his drama.
International borders, yes, that wouldn't have happened if they hadn't gone to logs. That's very true.
Because like that's kind of the issue. Some of especially Zane-chan and traveling actually becoming a thing only happened because Terry came into Travis's life, and then he had to pretend to be date Caitlyn, and then season 5 happened.
Yeah, well, so this is what I mean. So all that stuff happened in season 5. What I'm suggesting is that the inside against season 4 didn't happen, and they continued like living their lives, and they ended up, much more naturally gravitating towards each other because things were already in motion by this point.
Yeah.
The incident with Acon 2017 with Damien still very much happens. There's also the fact that Labubus are the craze at all, which is a very modern thing, which means we're not set in the past elements here.
Well, I mean, but last episode was also referenced.
X now,
yeah, that was also referenced last episode.
Like at this,
so it does suggest that over the course of several other years, things could have happened. They could have Travis and Kenan could have gotten over their respective issues anyway. For the other side stories, Zen had a bit of a foundation in the first place, but we also know that they were criticized for having never been rushed in the first place. So any trigger would have probably done in that situation.
Really, there are a monotony of ways in which they could have gotten together that wasn't specifically the resort.
Yeah. Speaking of the resort, though, there is a chance that this universe's Aaron would be inclined to go at some point. Then this season 4 didn't happen. If this is going by this theory, because Aphmau's not wearing a ring, so that didn't happen either yet at this point, and is also probably something that he intended to happen at that location, considering that Aphmau has talked about wanting to go to Starlight Wonderland before.
This
is the happy alternative place.
I do have a small theory as well that I am wondering. What if this side stories After Dark universe exists as so it's hinted that the world may end in MyStreet, based off the very ending of season 6. What if after the comet hit, the world was reborn, and then this is the actual reborn world, or the point in the timeline the reborn world?
That would make the title After Dark make a lot of sense, because it would be after the dark aspect, or the dark function.
Yeah,
that would be kind of a fun idea as well. Does make you wonder what happened in this universe after they reset. They clearly don't have the memories from that, so I don't know. I guess to each their own. Maybe if I do make a video about this X, I'll tack on this part as an additional alternative idea.
I don't know. Maybe our favorite MacGuffin, Lady Irene, had something to do with it.
Lady Irene made a separate universe so she could also live out AU fanfic ideas of her and Aaron.
Well, she did. She did, choose to save specifically her friends. So we know that it's not something that she is beyond at this point.
Yeah,
I don't think she has the power to do that herself anymore. Maybe that's what
she made it with breaking her soul into 3 parts. If she got multiple relics together and broke her soul into 3 parts, maybe then she would have enough energy to do it, possibly.
Wait, you're breaking the pieces of a broken soul.
I think what he means is putting them back together to increase their power back to what it was before.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm stupid. As I told Jacob in DMs, I am not the sharpest knife.
The crayon box, as Goku said one time. In the abridged. Messing with wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. Wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, yeah.
There you
go. But yeah, any other thoughts we have for the episode?
I don't think so. So I guess the last thing I'll say is the same thing I said at the beginning of this video. MyStreet's back. All right. There you go.
We love when MyStreet's back. Now I have something to binge at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep.
Yay.
Which is fair because it's only 2 episodes so far, so you know it's not a long binge. You can get to sleep soon after. There you go.
Anyways,
Broken soul sounds more painful. Yeah, ask Voldemort about that. I don't know. I don't know
anyways, leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe if you're not done so already. Oh yes.
Fanfic writers, to your keyboards.
Why? Because I mentioned Voldemort.
Oh no, that's Ghost Kitty's comment.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe.
Well, I know what Bob Nesbitt is going to be.
And subscribe if you're not done so already. Until next time, Toodle Pip, drugs, other stuff.
Farewell on the main channel.
It's farewell.